What is up, everybody? WagMe Capital here. It has been a while. I was traveling for work, my daytime job last week. Just didn't have a lot of time to be trading or check the charts, let alone recording videos. But I missed it. I missed you guys. I hope you missed me. Let's get back into it. First time in a while here. So this one will be a little different in that we didn't have levels charted. Again, just I didn't have time last week just with the travel and having to actually go into the office and just stuff like that. But let's get to Monday's action. So, pretty just kind of not really roller coaster, but just a little up and down day. So we start outside green candle. So we're starting on a downtrend. Honestly, this is half for myself and half just for you guys. But we've kind of been, we've talked about this downtrend SPY ever since hitting the top at like 84 high of 479.98. So yeah, basically 480, and we've been heading down. So we have some FOMC news, Russia, Ukraine, inflation, potential interest rate raise. Like we got a bunch of stuff going on, and it's been a little bit choppy, but in effect, this white trend line, we've basically been staying with this over the past, what is this? January, so like 3 months. So outside day on Friday, which, an outside red candle, not good news, but let's see how we fared today. So we open with a green outside candle. Again, we're starting with a red EMA cloud, which, as you guys know, if you follow the channel, I'm a huge, always looking at the EMA cloud. So we start outside and we're like, okay, what does an outside green candle tell us? Pretty bullish. So I'm like, okay, red candle, but hey, new week, let's push up. Inside red candle means, so outside candles mean either bullish or bearish. Inside it doesn't mean a reversal. It just means slowing momentum. So see, we got all the way down here. We close all the way up here. So that's a huge swing. So like if we go to the 5-minute candles, let's see at today's open. So this is our first candle, right? So it's red, red, and then the last 5 minutes of that 15-minute candle is a huge push up. Then we get, this is the inside candle, right? It's really, really small. And we're like, okay, like, are we going to keep going up or what's going on? And then we keep pushing. So that's what this outside candle means to me. It's like, hey, we were all the way down here and bulls came in, bought all the way up here. Inside candle, I'm like, okay, slowing momentum. Buyers didn't push up, sellers didn't push down. We're just kind of moving sideways. Another outside candle. So now I'm like, okay, this is looking pretty bullish. Are we about to break the trend? Are we going to break, these are old. Are we going to break this white trend line we just looked at? Are we heading up to, back to 430, 440, 450? What's going on? Is this week going to be, the bottom? That's a little over dramatic, but you get my point. Then we hit this level here. And so again, like I would have typically like to have this charted. Let's see, horizontal line. Typically like to have this charted, but I did not. Let's just see if we could have seen like a confirmation of this level. It probably wouldn't have been here, but like if we're thinking, this is like the top here. We bounced down against it a couple times here. We could have seen something like this. I don't want to do too much hindsight. Hindsight's 2020, but we reached this level and then reverse off. So we're like, okay, is this cloud going to flip from red to green? Outside, sideways, outside, sideways, sideways, big push up. Cloud is green, right? So like we have, okay, let's start with this. So opening sequence. 1, outside green candle, bullish. 2, inside red candle, slowing momentum. Not sure which way will break. 3, outside green candle, very bullish. Second one, very bullish. So again, that is our opening sequence. That's what we're talking about here. Then here, we're like, cloud flips, red to green, strong bullish candle. Looks like start of uptrend. Always want a test though. Okay, so what does that mean? When we're flipping from red to green, that is bullish, no doubt about it. These outside candles, look at this. I mean, this wasn't an outside candle, but this is an extremely bullish candle because there's no wicks. So basically we opened here and just steadily pushed up. We didn't get push up and then sellers came in. Like there was no selling here. We just pushed up. But you could take a small position here. Like you could be like, hey, you know, we just flipped. Let me take like a small lotto runner or something like that. Like low risk, potentially high reward, unlikely it's going to pan out, but like maybe. That's the kind of stuff I'm taking here. But we want a retest of the trend. Do you see how thin this cloud is? It just turned like, you know, it's not really green. And in hindsight, it was not really green at all. We were green for like 2 candles. So what do I mean? We want to test. Here we go. We drop. So we push back down. Is the cloud going to hold this support? No, it does not. So like right here, you know, first test of EMA cloud as support fails, you know, uptrend, fake out. So basically, you know, this could have been an uptrend, but you want to see a test. Okay. And so like, let me just try to find like a good example. Like, okay, here. Outside candle, we always know that's pretty bullish. Boom, boom, boom. Cloud flips. Boom, boom. Inside, you're like, well, you know, slowing momentum, moving sideways. What do we think? Red candle, green, and then here, boom, we get a test. So like we fell. Look at these wicks. They're in the cloud, right? But the cloud held up. It held as support, even though we got all the way down here. These are hammer-shaped candles, so we pushed up. Once we got here, buyer stepped in and pushed us back up. So let's look at the volume of these. Do you see how these 2 candles, like there's more buyers than sellers, like there's more green in these volume bars because yeah, we got all the way down here and the candle's red, but this hammer shaped candles tell me, even though we got up here, buyers stepped up. So buyers are just waiting here and this is like the buy zone. So let me see, like this is a good example, like boom, 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 test. Okay, pushing back up. I'm just trying to find these on the fly, guys. But you know, if you've seen this, okay. Thin, you know, we're like, okay, is this a red cloud? Green, green, you know, it doesn't hold, but then we're down here and it's like here, we go right into the cloud. And then this is the opposite of a hammer, a shooting star. Like this cloud holds a support, boom, boom, boom. Then we know we're in the trend. So again, if you watch the channel, you know what I'm talking about. That was probably a quick and dirty, not very helpful explanation, but basically this is the first test and it fails. So now it's like, boom, downtrend resumes, right? Downtrend resumes. So easy, inside candle, you know. Decent slash okay entry points. Why is this not a great entry point? Because of what we just said. We still want to test. So inside candle, you know, slowing momentum, moving sideways. We know that's what inside candles mean. And so it's better than buying off here. Like here, we're just pushing down, 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 little to no wicks. Sellers are just in control the whole time. You know, put premiums are probably really high because everyone's trying to buy. And here it's like premiums are decaying. They're cheap. You could get them here, you know, on a green candle or kind of a sideways move. But this would be even better if like, you know, it was the next candle, we pushed to here and then we held and moved down. Like I'm still not 100% convinced. I mean, look at this is a pretty strong downtrend, 5 candles in a row. Cloud is pretty thick. We had a fall fake out up here. So I'm like, okay, I think we're moving down, but this isn't like in 100%. I don't feel 100% after this. So it's an okay entry point. It's okay. You know, kind of bottom out here. Bottom out here, basically sideways to close the session. Okay, so I mean, this was kind of the first day back. You know, it's always tough when you don't have levels because what I would normally expect to see is, let me just get this, is something like where, you know, we'd have a level charted up here. And once we reverse off this, I'd be like, okay, now I have some conviction. Unfortunately, I just, again, guys, I was a little busy last week. It feels really good to be back. I haven't posted in a while. You know, I had some good comments from you guys asking me where I was, which it's a small channel. I'm kind of doing this almost for myself, and I hope I can help anyone out there. But it's the fact that anyone even noticed I was gone is encouraging, and always appreciate your guys' comments and stuff. But so this is exciting, but this happened. This was hindsight. Hopefully this stuff is helpful for you guys. But I think the more exciting part is let's get back into charting for tomorrow. Okay, so it has been a while. Okay, so post close, I think we were up. So we're at 418.35. And we close at 417. So we're up like a buck. So let's get some prices here. As you guys know, I like our round numbers. Okay, so this will be 429 here. Just kind of sniping the top. We rejected it here. Once we got back up, we retraced right to here. It's obviously kind of the top here. So I like that one. That's pretty far away from where we're talking about, but I definitely like this level as well. It's the bottom here. We retraced to it here. So let's get this 420 action to the bottom, right? This one's pretty obvious. What's the bottom here? The low is 480, 481. So let's do 480. Reverse up to here. Do we have confirmation somewhere else? Not really. I kind of like this bottom here. What, like a 419? Maybe this top. I don't love this, but let's just go for it. And then, under this is kind of tough. We haven't traded down in this level in a while. Let's see if we can get anything from this. And I don't like to go too far back. Can we get like maybe just a 25? I don't like to go too far back because there's just been so many trades since, what is this? Middle of last year, June of 21. So how helpful is June of 21? The heck? I don't know how helpful that's going to be. So let's just ride with this. And then guys, I would say, let's just be really careful drawing intraday levels. And then as you guys know, round numbers, so 417, 416, 415.50, stuff like that. We want to always keep an eye on. Maybe we could get something like this. Yeah, 416.25, bounce off of here a little bit and then kind of the bottom here. Don't love it, but let's roll with it. So this is what we're getting into tomorrow. First day back. Let's just be careful. Keep an eye out on intraday action. I need to get back into the groove, but I hope you guys like this first video back, and we'll see you tomorrow.